That's what you see. A woman is someone who you see, you feel, touch, even with your eyes closed, because there is
has
that
taught the
makes us real
judiciary
special.
to continue to find ways to deliver justice in a timely, transparent, and equitable manner. The governor gave a charge in his address at a special Thanksgiving Mass to mark the beginning of the new legal year 2020-2021 held at the Emmanuel the Saviour Catholic Church, Asaba. Correspondent Ikem Wekere sent in the report presented from our studio.
Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa stated that timely delivery of justice is vital to the justice system and how it is perceived by the public, from which it derives its ultimate authority. According to the governor, who was represented by the Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriwori, the use of interlocutory injunctions and incessant requests for adjournments have obstructed or delayed the course of justice in the land. He said his administration will continue to do the needful to consolidate on the efforts to put the judiciary on a sound footing that will enable it function optimally and without any hindrance. Dr. Okowa explained that in the course of the 2019-2020 legal year, he appointed 5 new High Court judges and 3 customary area court judges, as his administration recognizes the need to fill vacancies as quick as possible so that the course of justice is not hindered through inadequate manpower. He restated his administration's resolve to build capacity in the judiciary, enhance the process of justice delivery, and provide a conducive working environment for judges and support staff. The governor said it was sad that some mischief makers whose stock in trade is to cause confusion and fan the embers of disunity had wrongly accused the government of not appointing judges to man the various judicial divisions in the state. He stated that it is important people get themselves properly informed in order not to mislead the public and heat up the polity unnecessarily. High Court judges, according to the governor, are appointed by the state government as stipulated in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but at the instance of the National Judicial Council. He explained that unless the council recommends the appointment of judges, the state governor cannot do otherwise. Dr. Okowa, however, promised that his administration will continue to give the judiciary the necessary support to deliver on its core functions, disclosing that the administration has embarked on massive renovation of courts and judges' quarters in the state to bring them to modern standard, among others.
State government has called on oil and gas producing communities to provide conducive atmosphere for oil companies to operate and for such companies to provide facilities that have direct bearing on their host, in line with the stronger Delta metric of the Okowa administration. The State Commissioner for Oil and Gas, Prince Emmanuel Baduba, stated this during the inauguration of a cottage hospital at Opuama community in Warri North local government area. The report.
The State Commissioner for Oil and Gas, Prince Emmanuel Agbaduba, said the cottage hospital, which is the first of its kind in Egbema axis of the state, had direct bearing on the lives of the people who before now had to travel to Ondo State or Koko, particularly pregnant women, to seek medical attention. The Oil and Gas Commissioner lauded the cooperation of Opuama community and the efforts of its leaders in attracting development to the community. Prince Agbaduba, who described the cottage hospital and facilities as world-class standard, said he was impressed with the dental, eye and maternal clinics as well as the information technology unit. While emphasizing the need for the community to protect the cottage hospital and facilities from vandals, the Oil and Gas Commissioner said upon the takeover of the hospital by the state government, a needs assessment would be carried out for appropriate staffing to ensure quality medical service delivery. Prince Agbaduba commended NPDC and Ecrest joint venture for complementing government efforts in attracting development to their areas of operations. He assured the people of Opuama community that the state government would look into their request for reclamation and sound filling of the community, as well as renovate the collapsed school building, noting that the state universal basic education was already compiling schools to be renovated. The Oil and Gas Commissioner called on other companies to add value to the lives of their host communities.
As for your reclamation work, it's also noted, thank God, member representative is here. It is well noted, and whatever action that is necessary, it will expedite action.
The Community Relations Coordinator, Mr. Tare Kosowe, said the cottage hospital was first of its kind in the area and promised to do more. Representative of Poma Community, Mr. Spencer Okboye, who is also a Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Political Matters, noted that before now, it was difficult for pregnant women to access medical facilities during childbirth, resulting to high mortality rate in the area. He appealed for reclamation and sound filling of the community and also for the renovation of the collapsed Olodua Primary School building.
We are rejoicing with the people of Opoama community and the Egbema Kingdom at large today as we commission this long-awaited medical center.
It's a day of rejoicing because we shall all recall a lot of touching stories of our women undergo several pains, severe pain and suffering during childbirth. Even some of them gave up the ghost and other minor sicknesses, stroke diseases due to the absence of hospital and medical facilities in the area.
The event was attended by the member representing Warri North constituency in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Fred Martins, and the Warri North Council Chairman, Honorable Aduge Okerodudu, and other top government functionaries.
The State House of Assembly has passed a resolution directing the State Commissioner for Transport and other relevant agencies to, as a matter of urgency, take steps to ease the heavy traffic regularly witnessed in some major places across the state. The House resolution came under matters of urgent public importance, sponsored by the member representing Isoko South 2 constituency, Honorable Fegansi Owo, amended by the member representing Ugeli South, Honorable Ruben Ezeze, and adopted. Assembly correspondent Ikem Weke sent in the report presented from our studio.
The member representing Isoko South 2 had in his motion named Asaba end of the Niger Bridge on the Asaba-Onitsha Expressway, Koka Junction by Road Safety Office and Igbozo Junction by Nnebisi Road. Others are Isoko Road Junction in Ugeli, PTI Junction by Gbagi Mall, Efru Roundabouts, Efru, Jakpa Junction and Airport Junction in Efru, and other parts of the state where such traffic congestion is also being witnessed. Honorable Owo said there was the need for all relevant traffic agencies in the state to take necessary measures in enforcing traffic laws, especially this period of Yuletide. Honorable Owo emphasized that urgent steps must be taken to address the traffic buildups, explaining that the traffic jam most times attracts hoodlums and other persons with bad intentions.
Say that this period, this last period, in the Yuletide, and if urgent steps are not taken at this particular time to ease the traffic in these accommodation places, it will be very, very difficult for people to get to where they are by
In his contribution, the member representing Uwe constituency, Honorable Solomon Igrapata, stated that his constituency being the gateway to many states, will suffer heavy traffic congestion. Honorable Igrapata emphasized that traffic control agencies must be up and doing, particularly this period of Christmas and New Year celebrations.
Uwe is a gateway to other states, to rivers, Kwaipo, Cross Rivers, even to Abia. Then coming back, of course, Lagos, Benin, and so on and so forth. During this period of Xmas, Mr. Speaker, the roads, the town is very congested. Most especially at the roundabout where you have to carry. So that's where we have ShopRite. And that is the only major shopping mall within the area center. And people from all local governments come there to shop at this critical period. Mr. Speaker, it is very good if we have proper traffic control. Not only just calling on the FRS, we also have the Ministry of Transport traffic warnings. I think we should be up and doing at this critical period too.
In his amendment to the motion, the member representing Ughelli South, Honorable Ruben Izeze, stressed the need for the State Ministry of Transport and other relevant agencies in charge of traffic control in the state to enforce all traffic laws.
That this Honorable House do now direct the Commissioner in charge of transport in the other state and the relevant agencies in charge of traffic control to take necessary measures to enforce the decimal law of the other states so as to ease traffic in the aforementioned areas, including Ubongo Junction in Udu local government area.
The motion was unanimously adopted when put to voice votes by the Speaker, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriwori, who presided over the plenary.
For a law to repeal the State School of Health Technology law and to enact the State College of Health Technology Bill 2020 has passed the first reading on the floor of the Delta State House of Assembly. Assembly correspondent Ikem Oeke reports that the bill with the title College of Health Technological Bill is being sponsored by the member representing Warri South 1 constituency, Honorable Austin Uroye. The report.
The lawmaker, Honorable Austin Uroye, the Chairman House Committee on Health, had sought the leave of the House to bring in the bill. The motion for the first reading was seconded by Honorable Emomotimi Guo, who represents Warri South West constituency in the House. The second reading of the bill has been slated for Thursday, 17th December 2020. Meantime, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has nominated Mr. Bright Abeke for appointment as a member of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SOPADEC. The name of the nominee was forwarded to the State House of Assembly for screening and possible confirmation. The governor, in a letter to the House, read at Tuesday's plenary by the Speaker, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriwori, said Mr. Abeke is being nominated following the demise of Honorable Joyce Overa, saying that it has become necessary to fill in the vacancy created. The governor in the letter said the name being forwarded to the House is in the exercise of the power conferred on him by Section 7, Subsection 1A of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission Law 2019 as amended. The nominee has been asked to appear before the House on Wednesday night, December 2020 for screening.
Talent development and creativity have been described as the new crude that can drive the 21st century economy. This was made known at a talent workshop organized by the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor Talent Development, an initiative of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa's Stronger Delta Agenda. The workshop, which commenced on Tuesday and will end on Wednesday 9th, ended on Wednesday 9th of December 2020, unveiled veterans in the creative industry and technology experts. The report.
As the globe shifts focus from crude oil to other means of greener energy, the Delta State government, through the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Talent Development, have taken the lead to grow and rebrand young talents in the creative industry to become major exports of innovations and technology solutions in order to jack up the nation's economy already in recession. Speaking during a two-day talent development workshop with a team preparing for the future, the Delta State Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, via Zoom, said that with the changing times and enormous potentials embedded in the state, space must be created for young talents to be nurtured and groomed to meet up with the global standard. He noted that one of the keys toward ending youth restiveness is when government provide a platform and institution for talent development. Governor Okowa hinted that one of his mandates is to create an enabling environment where youth will become smart entrepreneurs in the information communication society.
We must be the space for people to exhibit their talents. We must be the space to engage a lot more people, to be able to take criminals from being bred in our society.
In his opening remark, the Senior Special Assistant to the State Governor on Talent Development, August Baba Akpobeme, tasked the participants to take advantage of the information they would receive from the workshop. Mr. Akpobeme emphasized that time have come that crude oil would not be able to sustain the economy. Hence the need to shift focus to the ever-growing creative industry, describing it as the next crude. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Talent Development expressed optimism that the workshop would shed light on some of the factors hindering the creative industry and the state.
And also, if you understand the terrain and the things that are going on, now youths they take over the world now. But we won't make sure say our Delta youths, we know we'll take over what again. We know we'll take over saying our fight again. Fight is not really go. What did I know? Fight is not really go. So please, between now and tomorrow, take your time. If there's any question you need to ask, I have also said we are going to take names of people that we know they are very active.
Facilitators present at the workshop include popular Nollywood actors such as Richard Mufe Damijo, Tony Akposheri, Nigerian entertainer Faze, as well as a lawyer and a tech expert, Adi Mefe. They advise the participants to be internet-driven and invest more on developing the mind, as it is the greatest tool for new modern information-driven economy. The facilitators stated that education should be redirected and revamped in fitting to the new normal, urging youth in Delta State to defocus their mind from entitlement mindset and begin to ask themselves questions as to what they can contribute to the economy.
My welfare road now for a year. Back of my house now, that's why. Wow. The smell of melu sheet and everything now take raw. But you know what? I didn't smell melu sheet. Waiting and see for welfare road, it don't mean anything to me. Welfare road, when I did there, I be king of boys. When we they play. My eye, when lights reach, it's okay to find me because anyway television there I was go watch. You don't tell when I know see that box, I don't sleep, I don't die. You don't tell. What's in this side of your body will they pinch you?
I will talk about my personal experience because we're talking about unpacking creativity and digital economy. The first raw material is you.
Participants who spoke thanked the Delta State government for the initiative, describing it as being in the right direction. They noted that knowledge gained in the area of intellectual property acquisition and protection will be strongly adhered to for the maximum exploitation of that God-given talent. The workshop continues Wednesday with more practical exhibition in the area of music, comedy, filmmaking, and other creative ventures.
Leaders of Ewu, Okparabe, and Anaware kingdoms in Ughelli South local government area of Delta State have urged the people of the council area, especially the Olomu kingdom, to allow the Ewu axis to produce the next chairman of the local government. The leaders of Ewu axis who spoke during a press conference held at Ewu town said zoning of the chairman of the Ughelli South local government to Ewu would further strengthen the peace in the council area. The report.
Addressing newsmen, one of the leaders from Ewu, Okparabe, and Anaware Kingdom in Ughelli South local government area, Dr. Lucky Aberumre, said that on a gentleman agreement, elected positions are being alternated between the Ughelli axis and the Olumu and Ewu axis, popularly referred to as Akofe axis. Dr. Aberumre, who was a former deputy chief of staff, Government House Asaba, explained that at the Akofe axis, it was agreed amongst leaders from the area that it is a turn of Ewu, Okparabe, and Anaware to produce the next chairman of Ughelli South, since the incumbent is from Olomu Kingdom. He noted that though the Ewu axis has more polling units and voting strength than the Olomu axis, the area has only produced one executive and transition chairman each, while 5 indigenes of Olomu Kingdom, including the incumbent, are the chairman of Ughelli South Council.
When 2 people have anything, 2 of them must share it. We agreed in Chief Oguma's house that when we are allowed the Olomu to go for 1 tenure, in the next dispensation, the Ewu now go for another tenure. It's a verbal agreement. I specifically said it should be written, but he said no, we should not write it, that we should speak it verbally, and we agreed
verbally, orally, as a one family, according to him, his advice, which we took.
Mr. Monday Obaramavwa and Honorable John Obunweya appealed to Governor Ifa Okowa, the state leadership of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), and leaders in Ughelli South to support any Eguazis indigene to be chairman come March 2021. They particularly appealed to the people of Olomo Kingdom that in the spirit of fairness and good sportsmanship, support an indigene from Eguazis to complete the Akofe arrangement before he moves to the Ughelli Axis.
The position should come to us now because outside the chairmanship, there is no position again for the Igbo people. So we are calling on all relevant authorities and persons concerned, all stakeholders. This is the time to make Igbo man the chairman of Ughelli South, so that the peace, the political peace we are experiencing in Ughelli South will continue.
Now that Olomo has completed at 10, we are appealing to the executive governor of Delta State, our governor, Senator Sir Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, to kindly listen to the Ewu people.
A leader from the area, Pastor Chris Egodo, and a woman leader, Comrade Joy Okinyere, said that the political configuration in Ughelli South is imbalanced as the Eguazis is not receiving benefits worthy of his contributions to peace and political stability in the area. For DRTV News, I am Nelson Miller.
That concludes news this week. Special thanks to my executive producer, Gift Simode. And I am Ogale Mafaru. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.